What is going on, everybody? I ain't gonna get too crazy, man. I know everybody is late. You know. Hey, music. No, I got control of the music. Ain't nobody cutting it but me. What is going on, everybody? Good to see you. Yo, do I even got the sounds good? Yo, the sound. Hold up. I ain't got my soundboard going and all that, man. I'm tripping, y'all. You know, this is a late night stream. I typically don't do these. This is a spur of the moment type of thing. I'm sure everybody should understand. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and because I know I have a couple people with me. I have here Magnus, Dr. Specimen here alongside. I see they're here as well. I have put them in at any point. You know, if either of you can talk at any point, just so you know you both are in and can talk. Now, no sound. We got no sound. Hold one moment. We got no sound. Do we still
Sounds
got sound?
working now.
All right, sounds work. I don't know what's going on with sound, man. All right. Hopefully sound stays good. Let me see this. I think this is what happened with sound. Let me fix this. There we go. Input. Yep. Okay. There we go. Hold on. All right. There we go. We can hear some sounds at least. Y'all hear the sounds okay? Can y'all hear them sounds okay? Do they sound okay? They sound good? Am I loud?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Am I too loud? Anybody in the chat? Am I too loud? Is all the
No, you're
sounds
good.
All right, cool, man. I just want to make
Works
sure.
fine on YouTube as well.
All right, Dr. Specimen says, I hear nothing. All right, I hear a couple people say the sound's good. I don't know what. You know what? Hold on. I got one right here, too. This is a Facebook one. So let's see the Facebook sound. Let's turn it up. Just so you know, you are in and can talk. Now, no sound. We got no sound. Hold one moment. We got sound, man. That's clear as day. We got sound. Not sure, Dr. Specimen. You might have to check. Chelsea's Way, thank you for the sound. Neo, what's going on? Now, I'm going to get to the chat, man, because I'm going to hurry up and get to this. I know what everybody here for, and we want to get straight to what everybody here for, right? So, I got here Dr. Specimen. I'm so glad you were able to make it. He must have woke up out of his sleep. You know what I mean? That man done woke up for this. That's crazy. I feel you. I would have went live for this. All right, Shane, what's going on all the way from Melbourne, Australia? Shane, big salute, man. Let me go ahead and give you a couple of that. Oh, do I got some NWO for you? What I got? I don't know what happened to the sounds. They stopped working. There you go. They all came late. That's what it is, Shane. They late. Shane, what's going on, man? Big salute. Magnus is here as well. Thank you, sir, for tuning in, staying here and talking through this. We're curious what's going to happen. John 5, thank you as well. Good God. Took me by surprise. Took a lot of us by surprise. I'm going to be honest. Neo, dap me up, sir. Hairy knuckles and all. Appreciate that. All right. Sound is good. Gunshots good. 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Oh, Shane, this is perfect for you. This is perfect timing for Shane. All right. Shane's probably just about to get off. You know what I mean? Already off. And said, hey, this is good timing. So it's perfect timing for you. Now, for those who do not know, I'm first going to pull up on screen, and let's just see if I can pull it up real quick. Nintendo Switch update, Nintendo Switch firmware. There we go. All right. Boom, pulls up. Pull up on screen, share screen. I'm getting better with this, so I'm getting a lot faster. All right, I used to be slow. With this stuff. But as you can see here, latest version, this was March 25th today. All right. March 25th, version 18.0.0 was released. Now, usually you think updates are not a big deal. I know a lot of you. Same thing I thought, right? You think, oh, well, another update, Sires will fix it, everything like that, or, nothing major. Probably won't even break CFW. Well, that's not true because we have the word from my man Sires, and I want to make sure I can pull that up here. And am I saying that right? Isn't it Sires? I always feel like I'll be saying it wrong or something. You know what I mean? I'm going to just go ahead and say it's Sires. We rocking with. Let's go ahead and share on screen directly from my man Sires. So okay. All right. Right here, man. Let's pull this one up. As you can see, this is a major update. This was actually 8:04 p.m., okay? So some hours ago. This is a major update, so Atmosphere will be broken until updated. I've been traveling in Japan since earlier in the month, but I get back this week. I'll start sorting out getting Atmosphere updated as soon as I can, but it might be a couple days before I can get started. And you see the sys update right there from the bot. They have a bot detecting the update. And they added Sires immediately right then. That was at 7:06. So 1 hour, Sires. Man, you hard at work, Sires. I don't know. You in Japan and you got to that in 1 hour? Yo, we got to give it up for him, man. These sounds need to work. There you go. There you go. We got to give it up for Sires, man. I know I be rocking with TX, and you know TX my squad. I ain't gonna lie, Sires. You can hate all you want, TX my squad, but I got to give it up for you, man. All the way in Japan and answering that in 1 hour, beautiful, man. Beautiful. Now let's get to the business. So, I went ahead and let's switch screens here, and pull it up on screen. Let's see if this all goes well. Okay, so this right here is the folder, my micro SD card with the games that I actually have here right now. I need to run the latest update for the MIG switch firmware. So I'm going to be grabbing that now. All right. So let me go ahead and grab the MIG switch firmware. We're going to grab that from migswitch.com and we're going to do that all together. Matter of fact, I'll leave it on this screen because I should be able to just like pull open another tab and bring it over so everybody can see that screen. Is anybody having trouble seeing that screen? Anything like that? Just let me know. Let me know. All right, here we go. Let's bring MIG switch over. Right, so there we go. This is the MIG switch website. And let's go straight to downloads.
Hello,
Okay,
hello.
there
Is
we
my
go.
audio working now? Finally.
Yeah, your audio good, man. Now we can hear you. And thank you, Magnus. Yeah, definitely. If you are there, if you can hit the like button, just go ahead and share it. I don't like to be sharing to all Nintendo Switch groups because I know they want to be protected, man. They trying to stay out there safe, and I feel them. You know what I'm saying? This is hot for a lot of people, but I am an honest reviewer. Okay, this is not anything.
Magnus
This is
just
not.
called MoFam forks. I don't know how to feel
Yeah,
about that.
yeah. I'm with it. I'm with it. If Magnus said I'm down. You know what? Forks.
We're the forks now, apparently. Okay.
All right, here
What's
we
up,
go.
fork fam?
There's the update. Now, bam, we can go ahead. I grabbed it. That's 1.1.2. And for those who do not know, we did all we can to test in depth our MIG products before release, but nothing can compete with the large user base testing daily the MIG switch under all conditions. A large user base? So is there a large user base right now testing these things? I don't know. Maybe that's misread. I'm gonna go ahead.
What's
So
your
again, one of
definition
our
of a
dear,
large user base, Mr.
I,
McSwitch?
I know, right? So again, one of our dear users pinpointed us to a bug with some type of micro SD card not working with MIG switch. After careful investigating, we found the problem and corrected it. And so here is firmware 1.1.2, which correct the issue. And they added support for Kingston micro SD cards. It's late, man. Excuse me. All right, now here we go. All right, I got the update file here. I've already downloaded it. As you can see, I got one on there. I'm going to place it on there, and I'm just going to simply replace.
BB
Okay.
and Tina.
Now, you see BB and Tina. You see a couple other games, right? I just want everybody to see that. I am now going to switch screens, and I'm going to eject my micro SD card while we're doing that. Everybody should be able to see both screens. Can you see the camera, the desk, and everything okay? All right, hopefully everybody can see everything okay.
That's
Hopefully
good.
nothing's... All right, cool. We can see everything. All right, there you go. All right, hands moving. We good. All right. Okay. So, got it here. MIG switch. I did go ahead and boom, boom, boom. Let's
The
get that
world
in there.
famous, the world famous camera setup. I keep
I know,
forgetting
man.
you have a Stream Deck.
I know. I ain't gonna
You
lie,
know,
man. I be trying to step it up, man. You know what
you
I
know,
mean? I
you
be
know what you
trying.
need to get, Nick? You got the
What's
Stream
that?
Deck. Now get what everyone needs: a Steam Deck.
Hold up, man. Do I got the boo sound? Please play boo sound. I know it's delayed. My sound's delayed, but it's gonna boo. Give it a second. We'll boo you.
Hey,
We'll boo
Nick,
you.
Nick,
Hold
you
on,
know
hold
what?
on. We're gonna boo you.
No, Nick, you know what?
Damn. How about that? Okay. There you go. I like that. I like that right there. Now, before I even put it in, I want to show a couple things. This one I've already updated because the connection is bad. As you can see, it's not even connected. It should be connected to the internet right now. That's how bad the connection is back here. Okay. So I was trying to update it live and I wanted to see if I can connect to the internet, but I couldn't. So unfortunately, couldn't do the update live. I was going to do it on this baby right here, but you got me twisted. All right. I ain't doing it to this one right now. All right.
Fake update. You faked the update.
Yeah,
You're just shilling for McSwitch.
yeah, you know which one I picked. All right, Dr. Specimen. I got to put some respect on that one, man. All right, got to put some respect on that one. And plus, this is the OG. You know, I ain't got to do number slide something down in there. Bye, 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 bye. We right back to it. So,
You know a lot about that.
no. Now, here you go, right here. System. Y'all can see that 18.0.0. Current. There we go. Now I see JP. Alien
JP.
Retro Game. JP, what is going on, man? If my sounds is working, I give you. Oh, now they want to work. So you don't want to boo Dr. Specimen, but they get JP. Big shout out to you, man. What's going on, man? That's just so bogus. And I'm hitting stop, and it wouldn't even stop. Isn't that something? You know what I mean? What are you guys doing to my damn stream deck and my sounds over here? Nonetheless, let me pull that back. Get it back in focus here. Come on. Read. There we go.
You'll wake up tomorrow and it'll be a
18.0.
Steam Deck from the virus I installed on it.
Now, Yurisoft, we have not. Screw you. Yurisoft, we have not tested yet. Okay? We haven't tested yet. All right, so we're going to go ahead and test right now. We're going to find out. It's on 18.0. Let's find out right now, man. I'm going to go ahead and put it in. As everybody know, I just put the latest update file on there as well. Okay? So I'm going to see if I could close this down, and do we see that light? Because if I remember correctly, you put it down, it should do the light first. Okay, so let's see. Whoops. There goes the blue light. Okay. So that's it. That's the update. Now we will get this message, right? Okay. Bam. Okay. Now we ran that update. The update is good. Let's put it in. Here's our test. Are you guys ready, man? Do we think Nintendo has destroyed the MIG switch and we will need an update? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna give y'all a little suspense. I'm gonna give y'all a little suspense. Here we go.
Bullshit. I don't believe it.
Green light. Green light.
Believe it or not, Baby and Tina.
BB and Tina. Let's see how far we get though. Do we load all the way?
You'll never defeat BB and Tina. It's not happening.
Yeah, I agree. You'll never defeat BB and Tina.
Listen.
Oh, man.
Here's what I'll say. I have sources, and let's just say that a little birdie told another birdie, which is really, Nick, really.
Yo, the sounds is off the chain tonight, man. I'm not doing this on purpose, man. The switch actually just hit the button and it played that sound. It's perfect timing too. It was so perfect timing. But continue,
Okay.
man.
That is going on a YouTube short. That needs to. So basically, long story short, as far as I'm aware, certain resellers have been canceling orders to certain parts of Washington State. So chances are Nintendo is having a bit of a problem getting access to a MIG switch. Now, obviously, they could probably very easily purchase one off of, say, AliExpress or one of the international shippers, but US-based ones, they're not stupid, and they know where Nintendo's headquarters are, and they also know that, given that I don't remember if they're in Redmond or if they're in Seattle, but I think Redmond's somewhere near Seattle anyways, and there's plenty of private investigators there. So it's not really hard for someone to go, oh, hey, that's not Nintendo's headquarters, but that's like a 5-minute walk from Nintendo's headquarters.
Preach.
Yeah, canceling that order. So to anybody in Washington, if you're having trouble getting a MIG switch, buy it off at AliExpress, because no one in the U.S. is going to sell one to you.
Now, that's the official cart. Why not? Let's go ahead and see how it hold on, watch this one's dead. Well. Now we need a sound, but I got a charger here.
Mod chips do not have the drain issue that RCM has, so you should just be able to plug her up and it'll work just fine.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Although that was something I noticed with the V6S, with the Instinct V6S chips, is they do not like turning on when plugged in because of the USB tapping that they do.
Look at
Now,
that thing.
that could be fixed in a firmware update. Gee, I wonder who put that on there.
Nice. There we go. And look how, man, that thing is low. I might want to let it charge a bit. I'm going to let it charge for at least 1 minute or two. Let's just get 1 minute. You know what I mean? I don't want to cut it on right this second. But give it a second. I'm going to compare it to BB&T. I'm going to see how it runs on this one and, see if it still runs the same. I don't think the update changed much, but I'm just going to say this, man. So far, Dr. Specimen, I got to sit back, man, and feel like a king right now. You know, I said it's never going to be stopped, man. That was what I stood on. I'm the one that stood on that. I
I
said
don't think
this
I
thing
ever
would never
disagreed
be
with you on
stopped.
that. I think there's
I
only
said,
two people
No,
that
but
ever said
I
that it was going to
disagree.
get stopped, and that
Magnus did
one of
disagree.
them is in
Yeah,
here.
I figured the first update would kill it.
Well,
Now,
okay,
this
but
one, we do got
here's the
Sire
thing though.
saying atmosphere is broken. So, I mean, hey, that's a good sign. That's a pretty good sign, man.
Well,
In
okay,
low
but here's the
field,
thing
maybe.
though. Here's the thing though. I'll reiterate this. This isn't using an exploit. It never was using an exploit. They defeated the encryption. The chip that does the handshaking between the game card and the system was decapped. People know how it works. People know how the encryption works because the encryption is kind of dog shit. Now, if and when they enable the T2 decryption, that will change everything. But even then, again, that's only going to apply to future game cards. Everything that the current game cards have, um, as far as we're aware, does not include the T2 decryption at all. So it's not like Nintendo can backport the decryption unless they have some hidden thing in the system that like will update the game card to support it or something. So unless that happens, this thing won't be stopped. It's just like that's the fundamentals of how this thing works. It just and okay, and listen, do not take this as financial advice. Do not listen to what I'm saying and use this as your reasoning to buy a MIG switch, okay? Because obviously I don't know this for sure, for 100%. But from the way people have been describing it in the scene, and from the way that they seem to be handling this, it just doesn't seem like something you just stop with a firmware update. And the thing is, Switch 2 is coming out in a year or two. Is
It
Nintendo really
is.
going to enable T2 decryption now when they've got what, three flagship games left for the Switch? I mean, God willing that Metroid Prime 4 even comes out on the Switch, let alone on the Switch 2 at launch. Other than that, I mean, does Nintendo have anything cooking? Like, really, do they have anything cooking in the next few years that we know of? And sure, maybe Nintendo could announce something, but Nintendo's pretty early with their announcements. They don't usually shadow drop first party games unless it's a remaster of some sort. So if they announce something, it's not coming out for a year or two, and by then, that's going to be a Switch 2 game. So, oh no, I can't play Metroid Prime 4 on the MiG Switch, but I can play Mario Wonder and both the Zelda major Zelda games and fucking Mario U Deluxe, whatever that one was
Oh
called.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And, you know, every other
Yo,
game
I'm
card
telling
release
you, man.
game.
It's proven, man. I think now, Magnus. Let me ask you, Magnus. Do you think, because this is the first major update, do you think this is a better sign that it might continue on, or are you still, Magnus? Are you still certain updates gonna kill it at some point?
I still think it's gonna kill it because I mean, this one was just you know no, it's not public yet, so
Okay.
Nintendo doesn't have it. They you know haven't looked into it much probably because they're still waiting
Okay.
for it where you can buy it. I don't know,
Okay.
but
Well,
we'll
and
see.
I'll play devil's advocate real quick because quite frankly, this isn't a major update. Why they made
Right.
this one 18.0, I have no idea. It
They
added
did make
like
it
a bunch
18.0.
it
Yeah,
added a bunch of Korean
let's pull it
shit.
up
I
on
don't
the
remember
screen.
exactly what it added, but it added a bunch of Korean shit and the whole general system stability thing. This thing could have been a shadow update if they wanted to. I mean, like
Hey,
really,
general system
how
stability. You know when they say that, you never know what that mean though. It can mean a
okay,
lot or
but
a little, right?
I don't think Nintendo has ever done a full version increment for just the general system stability. Correct me if I'm wrong,
That's what I'm
but
saying. Usually, general system stability is like a dot one, a dot
because
something. It's not
the
usually a
3D
whole eight.
the 3DS has been on system version 11 for 5 years now, give or take. No, it's definitely been on 11 since 2018, and that was 6 years ago. So it's
Okay.
been on version 11 for over half a decade. The Wii U has been on version 5 for probably about the same amount of time, maybe even more, probably even more, I would argue. Um, and stuff that they've added has been about as interesting is like, okay, yay, they added 15 minutes for auto sleep when playing on TV. Whoa, fucking riveting.
Hey,
I
that's
couldn't have done that
major,
with
bro.
Homebrew.
That was major. That, you know how much they had, how much time they spent on that? Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
man. But
it was probably like 3 lines of code, realistically.
Probably
man.
why
And,
custom firmware is broken too, because now they got to configure for that.
and
Ooh,
so then there's
good
like
mention. Good
They
mention.
added Korean language support, but again, it's like, okay, I mean,
Uh,
I guess the Koreans will appreciate that, but
this is the
I
one, man.
mean, Nintendo Switch parental controls. Like, look, I mean, Koreans, as far as I'm aware, like most developed Asian countries, have a fairly high, fluency rate, relatively speaking, in other languages, including English. So
Pretty good.
I doubt that Korean parents were like, uh, uh, you know, pissing off their children by refusing to buy a Nintendo Switch because there wasn't a Korean translation for the parental controls. Um,
Uh,
and then the video. Oh, wait, no, it's just for the video. It's not even for the actual interface. It's just for the video. So like,
oh man, hold
what?
on. Let me pull that back up. Let me pull that back
They
up.
they translated a YouTube video, a video you could have watched on YouTube, and then they installed it onto your system, which probably just takes up a bunch of space that doesn't need to be taken up. They added the whole 15 minutes thing. Hooray, 3 whole lines of code. And then the general system stability. That's not worth a version increment. That's ridiculous.
Now, I would say when you say general system stability, general typically doesn't mean anything major. You wouldn't say general, right?
Yeah,
If
I
that's the
mean,
term. So I'm kind of with you
and
on that.
so, I think, and so where I'm going with this, because I've just kind of been yapping, although for what it's worth, it is worth a rant that this is the stupidest update I've ever seen Nintendo put out, barring that last Wii U update, because that was like, what, a year or two ago? Like, come
Now
on, let it die.
the update before this, or the version before, it was 17 dot, was it dot o dot one or dot
Dot oh
one
dot
or
one.
yeah, dot o dot one. To jump to 18.
This is worthy
18.
of like,
It's almost like they wanted to break custom firmware, man. Let's just
I
say it.
I would
Custom
argue that
firmware breakage.
this is worthy of 17.0.2. I don't even think this is worthy of 17.1. Again, who the fuck cares that you could set the TV sleep timer to why did it take them till not is it has it been 7 years? 18, 19, 20. No, it
Yep.
has been 7 years. Why did it take them 7 years after they're running out of ideas? I mean, they would rather literally shoot themselves in the face than add themes. So no, let's add a 15-minute sleep timer and translate what is for some reason one of our most popular YouTube videos into Korean, and then install it onto everyone's system, wasting hundreds of well, maybe not hundreds of megabytes of space, but enough megabytes of space
I
to where
agree.
like, just get this shit off. And if it's
Now
just a
you
train, if it's just pointing to the YouTube video, like if it just pulled it from the internet anyways, then again, why is this worthy of of an 18.0 update? All it does is add a YouTube link and 3 lines of code.
and I ain't gonna lie, they don't do updates to like big ones. Like just looking from 16, they did go
Click
from
17.
16 to
What did they do
17.
for
Yeah.
17?
Let's see. See, 17 was just general. I'm telling you,
Wait, what?
it ain't just general system stability improvements, man. It's more. It ain't just general, man. I'm
Dude,
telling you.
they literally fixed a major, our quote unquote major for what it's worth, but a major bug in 17.0.1. And then for this one, again, add a feature that
Now
literally no
look,
one will
what's
care
funny,
about.
notice from 16.0.3, and look, you're right. Usually, right? That's what you see, a version of dot one or something like that. But this lets us know when they mention general system stability improvements, they're not stating exactly what they done. And they're obvious between these different ones, there's more. If I'm on a development team, I'm specifically naming versions based on what it includes. I'm not going to do something very minor and then change my version number to 18. That would
Here's
just be
my
me from a
thing.
development
Point
standpoint.
point oh point X updates are for general system stability improvements and like maybe a bug fix or two that they find willing to name. Point X updates are for like what version 16 was for.
All right,
Uh
so let's see that. Let's go from
Actually not even
16.
that.
User nicknames that cannot be used will be replaced with question marks, which can be updated from the profile settings. And again, general system stabilities. Now, that's going from 15 to 16. So let's see, from 14 to 15. Now that seems a lot bigger because I remember the Bluetooth being a big thing. Custom firmware users was using Bluetooth for
Well,
a while.
15, all they did was move it in system settings.
I was gonna
So
say, yeah,
when
I
did
was
they
gonna.
add Bluetooth audio?
Yeah, the location of Bluetooth. Oh, yeah, you're right. That was just a setting. Screenshots can be taken using the capture button while in Nintendo Switch Online application. All right, video capture still not. General system stability improvements. Okay,
So
so
I think for what it's worth, and again, this doesn't excuse the unnecessary jump in the version number, but I do think you're right. This is just for the sole purpose of breaking custom firmware,
custom firmware.
which
I'm dead
again,
serious.
it doesn't. What does it gain them? It doesn't gain them anything. It's not worth their time. It gets fixed instantly because we have some of the lowest level access to the hardware. I mean, dude, we probably have lower level access to this hardware than we do our own PCs, which are literally meant to be an open platform
Yeah,
for more or less. Like,
and you look from 12 to 13, 13 major, right? That was when Bluetooth support was added. That was
yeah,
a
that
major
that
update.
is something worth completely incrementing the version number.
Yep, look at all that. That was a lot of things done for that. Then you go from let's say to 14, right? 14 was they changed certain things with groups features and also the Bluetooth audio volume behavior was changed. Maybe that could be major, right? Okay. Not mad at that one. But that 15, location, screenshots, general system.
John
16,
5 speaking facts, by the way.
17. And then we got general system stability. Oh yeah. That I agree. I agree.
And
It's
here, here's
possible.
what here's what I'll say too, right? And then I'm gonna end up I mean, as if I already haven't been doing this tonight, but like I need to reiterate something, but I need to expand on it. That Nintendo, if we're not getting mixed switches, if Nick wasn't getting a mixed switch until what, a month ago now? You got yours
Yeah.
a month ago, right?
Yep.
Nintendo probably does not have a mixed switch yet. Unless they've got some crazy fucking system set up where they were able to like impersonate one of us to get them to send another one out early or something, which chances are wouldn't happen because they didn't want to send me one, and I'm directly affiliated with Nick, and they wouldn't send me one. So why would they send Nick a second one, no matter
That's
the
true.
circumstances? You
That
know.
is true.
So I mean, they're not going to pull a fast one on the mix switch team, me thinks, and so chances are they probably would have had to order one just like everyone else. And you know what I bet they did? They probably ordered from Mix Switch Store that fucking 20 pack or some shit to give to each of their cybersecurity people to individually um look at. And here's what
Y-
I'll say too. Because of the hardware design of the Mix Switch, there's not a lot of reason to really care about what's in the firmware. Again, it's my belief that this does not run any exploits. That was the problem with the Gateway 3DS, is that we didn't really know what the code was
Yeah.
doing, and it was running exploits, meaning that we were
Preach.
giving a unknown piece of code full access to our system. It's not the same in this circumstance. Now, yes, could it still be doing
Preach.
nefarious stuff? Possibly. But what I'm going with this is Mixwit encrypted the shit out of their firmware. That has not been cracked yet. The firmware has been public for a while now, and I mean, I don't know, maybe Hexkeys doesn't care to look into it, but Hexkeys was already talking about the flashcard before it even came out. You think if he had a way to decrypt the firmware, he would do it, but he
Agreed.
hasn't. So chances are, um, given that we don't necessarily have to be concerned about what it's doing, given that it has no higher access to our system than what a regular Switch game would have, and it's pretty damn secure from that perspective, unless you have a mod chip or RCM access. Um, the encryption is just there to block Nintendo. So really, at the end of the day, um, I'm almost thankful for MixSwitch encrypting the shit out of their firmware. Would I like to know what it's doing? Hell yeah, I'd like to know what it's doing. But
I
if
know.
I don't know, for what it's worth, Nintendo doesn't know. So let's assume that someone was an idiot and decided to send a MixSwitch to Nintendo of America Corporation in Seattle, Washington, or some law firm in Seattle. Okay, they have a mix switch in hand. Now what? What are they going to do? Are they going to, reverse engineer the device? Nintendo, you sue us for that. So what gives you the right to reverse engineer the mix switch? Are they going to take a look at the firmware? because they could just get that from online. They don't need the hardware for that. They could just download the file online like everybody else.
Now
Except, oh wait,
let's
no one can decrypt it.
let's play through this because and it's soon. I want to do 30 minutes. We're a little bit over, but I'm gonna play this. I like playing through that. So let's just play through the theory. Let's say, are we 100% certain Nintendo doesn't already have their hands on one? We know for a fact beta tester has sent one to Taki. We know that. Okay, so beta testers are not as locked down as it may seem. Is it possible that someone could pay a beta tester?
It is completely possible, but how would you know who that is?
You would
You
know.
know,
You would
you
never know.
could you
I got
you
mine right
could.
here, so you got me. Hey, I'm confirmed. Mine right here. I'm on
I mean,
screen with mine.
but that's the thing though. Everybody knows who the beta testers are. I get we're not as popular, but I feel like if I posted a thing on Reddit saying everybody without Googling who are the beta tester or who are the reviewers for the Mix Switch, people would probably be able to list all three of us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if any of us sent our Mix Switch to Nintendo, and for whatever reason say Mix Switch got word of it, um, it would be pretty damn easy for them or anybody to basically hold a gun to us and say, show us that you still have your cart, and if you don't, then you're the fucking narc. So the beta
I'm
testers, though,
gonna be honest.
no
Yeah.
one knows who they are. At least I don't think so. I mean, I could come up with some ideas, but I mean, what is Nintendo just gonna start making fucking bot Discord accounts to email everyone or message everybody that
Oh well, believe me, I
is
already
even
told you.
lightly tied to the scene?
I know that's happening. I already told everybody. Everybody that's a reseller, man, just be on the lookout, man. They in there, man.
Well,
Them
I'm not.
Nintendo
Well, no,
ninjas
because
is making purchases.
I know
They hot.
Nintendo is in. Like, Nintendo's
They
probably
in
in our
there.
Discord, but are they
Yeah.
going to go out and try and message a bunch of people trying to like sniff out the beta testers? I don't think they are. And even then, again, that assumes that the beta testers are dumb enough to actually send one to Nintendo,
Yeah,
which they're
Nintendo
probably
definitely in
not.
our Discord. You know what, man? I'm about to start. Hey, I'm about to go through a Discord and do ID checks, man. We doing ID
Honestly, do
checks.
it. Can we get? Is Corp in here? Because Corp might know something about that. Get Corp in here.
Yeah, I'm about to say court, man. You know how to do quick checks. We need some verification checks, man. You know what I'm saying? How we gonna do this? We can do a Vera check. What's a couple other names of companies?
Get a
Hey, that'd be
captcha
so
maybe. I
funny.
feel like we should just
Yeah,
capture the server.
capture. Yeah, we capture the server. Hey, you gotta be legit, man. We gotta make sure
But
you legit.
again, though, I'm gonna roll this back for a second because again, let's assume Nintendo has the hardware in hand. What does that gain them? Because again, everything's encrypted, and chances are, Nintendo could just take a solid guess on what the issue is, anyways. And honestly, what Nintendo's probably thinking is, we're at 95% sure how this thing works. If I can figure it out, then Nintendo can figure it out.
I agree to
So
that.
all Nintendo needs to
Totally agree
do
to that.
is basically do a cost-benefit analysis of, do we enable T2 now, or do we enable it later? Because I don't think that Nintendo has a single way of blocking this from using what already exists, but they can block it for the future. So if they think Metroid Prime 4 is such an extremely important release for them, which it probably is, and quite frankly, they're going to use the whole Tears of the Kingdom Yuzu thing as their backing for it if they do
Yep.
decide.
Yep. That's what
They're
they're gonna
going
do.
to do it for that reason and that reason alone. But again, let me roll it back even more. Does Nintendo really see this as the chief threat, or do they see mod chips as the chief threat? Because at the end of the day, okay, they stopped the mix switch. What are people going to do? They're going to save the $60, and they're going to go out and save up another 60 to go get a mod chip installed. Or if you know somebody, cough me, cough, uh, you like doing it so much that you'll do it for free. Just pay shipping,
Mm,
and
pay shipping, holla
uh,
back.
one way, and all of a sudden you got a chip system. I'm not saying I'll actually take anybody's orders because I won't. I will do it if you're a friend of mine, but like at the end of the day, people know people here, and
That's a
stuff is on
fact.
the back end. And it's kind of annoying that everything has to be done on the back end, but that's something that Nintendo really hasn't accounted for. No matter what
Agreed.
they do, everything exists on the back end.
Hey,
Not everybody will know this, and not everyone will exactly understand what I'm talking about. But it's
yeah,
not
that's
like
no.
it's not like the Wii days where every bit of drama and every bit of information that existed without in the open for everyone to see.
Yeah, it's a
So
lot. Hey, that's something that me and you both know. There's a lot going on, man. I think there's so many moving pieces. People have no idea. They have no idea. They just think it's
Yeah.
one simple mastermind guy who's, it's a lot of
And
moving
guess
pieces,
what?
man.
You want to know who Nintendo will successfully stop if they do this crackdown? They're going to basically only stop the people who wouldn't have bought their fucking games anyways. So what they're going to
True.
do is they're not going to spend the time to save up for a Switch, buy the Switch. Nintendo just got $300 out of a Switch, or 200 to $350 out of a Switch, and then yeah, they might lose some money on some games, but you know what? A guy's gonna get a mixed Switch, gonna get a dumped copy of Tears of the Kingdom, and then he gets halfway through. Now he just saved up enough money to buy his legit copy. So
Mm-hmm.
who's gonna be left? It's gonna be the hardcore pirates that do it because their chief message to Nintendo is this.
How about that? Okay.
So they were never gonna buy a game from Nintendo. So congratulations, you just limited it to people who were never gonna buy your games to begin with, and the people who might have bought your games if they had the opportunity to demo them through piracy, you just gave them the fucking boot. So I don't think this,
Facts.
and they're spending a fuck ton of money to do this anyways. So I don't know. I think this is just an all-encompassing stupid maneuver from Nintendo. It's not gonna get them anywhere. They got pwned. They've been pwned since 2018. It hasn't stopped. It's been a rising tide ever since. You lost, Nintendo. Free and clear. You lost.
Hey, Isaiah, man, you said do it work. Do it work. Let's do it for the one time, so everybody can see.
And hey,
Isaiah,
is the
what's
light
going
charged?
on, man? Yeah, the light is it's on now. It's at 3%. I got it on the USB for the computer, so you know that charge is slow as shit. Now, first, Isaiah, let me show you though. We not playing. It's on 18.0.0. So MIG switch. I'm telling you, Isaiah, MIG switch. Hold on, let's get that straight. There we go. 18.0.0. Right? Bam. I'ma just go ahead. I don't even want you to see everything, man. I'm gonna hold up. I got these you know how these old joysticks be, man. They got these the ones where the drift was the worst. Drift is the worst on these. All right.
Ironically, I haven't gotten Joy-Con stick drift. I had really bad stick drift on my MetaQuest 2 controllers, but
Oh, this one's terrible. I ain't gonna lie. I've been playing a lot of hardcore games on it too. I ain't gonna lie. All right, just so you can see the light. Bam, light. I put it down again. Boom. Put the light again. What's gonna pop up? Uh-oh. I think I broke it, y'all. And BB and Tina. Look at that. Boom.
we
Yes, it's
stand
good,
BB
man.
and Tina here.
So Mix Switch has defeated one so far. All right. Hey, he said them beta drift cons. He ain't lying, man. These things is terrible. I got the Pro Controller and other things here, so
Mix
I'm
Switch to
good.
totally put out a what's it called?
Defeated.
Like
Defeated
yeah, they
18.0,
should put out a blog post saying, "Hey, Nintendo Switch Update 18 came out. Luckily, you don't need any updates for it. Uh, thank you from Team Executor." Oh, did I say that? Oops.
Yo, defeated, man. Now, y'all know it's late, man. I wasn't even supposed to do this. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go to bed. I gotta
I
work
wasn't
in the
supposed to be
morning.
doing this either. I
I
got out
already
of
know.
bed
You
for
probably
this.
woke up. Hey, Magnus, man. Shout out to Magnus, man. Big salute to Magnus, man. If my sounds work, I'll give you a clap in about. There you go. See, took about a second. But
Here, I'll give this to
Magnus,
Magnus.
how about that? Okay. Yo, Magnus, man.
Kidding, I love
Appreciate
you,
you.
Magnus.
Gary, you know what I'm saying? That's my dog. I gotta holler at you, Gary. I need you on the podcast, man. I'm telling everybody now, man. I'm gonna get Gary on the podcast, y'all. Be tuned. I'm telling you. I'm gonna get
Dude,
Gary.
I'll throw that in the Mig Switch Reddit. Be like, hey yo, Gary Bowser
Gary.
interview.
Hey, I'm telling them, man, and we ain't even gotta talk about none of that stuff, man. We can talk about because Gary got some real interesting things to talk about. A lot of people know, But nonetheless, that'll be it. Yo, any last words everybody got before we out?
Magnus even here? Did he die? Did he fall
His
asleep? Did he
his
pass out
sound
drunk?
had messed up. He told me his sound. I think he put in the chat his sound jacked up or something. Rip. I think the rip was for his sound. I think.
Damn. All right. Well, hey, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Give this video a like. Uh, someone clip that part of Nick hitting the what did you hit the sad trombone? Someone
Ooh,
get
that
that
was so
uploaded.
classic.
Uh, and have in the wise words of Desmond Amofa, have yourselves a damn good one.
Yo, my dog, I love it. As always, man. Appreciate you being here. You know how we do. I'm taking my ass to bed, bro. Everybody who tuned in to Isaiah, John, Neo, Chelsea, JP, man, big good to see you, man. Who else? I know we had some others in here. Shane, that's why I forgot. Shane was in here. I know we had others who weren't even chatting in. Even if you didn't chat in, big salute to you, Neo. Can't leave you out, Neo. Other than that, man, I appreciate y'all. We're gonna try to do more of these, and when that dumper come, y'all already know we doing this again. So, yeah.